Hi, Ellie Walsh here. So, the last post in this series about blogging, I left you the idea or the realization I left you with is you don't have to be techie to get a blog up and running because Kalatu is absolutely the answer to that. So, if you don't have a blog already running, Kalatu is your answer. Now, here's the next question I get. What the heck do I blog about? Now realize something. That's not just brand new people that do that, okay? I've been blogging for years, and there are days I'm like, what am I going to talk about today? So that happens to all of us. Now, before I give you, Kalato has a fabulous answer for that. But let's say you're already blogging, you're on WordPress or what have you. You're thinking, what do I blog about? Well, obviously, the first thing is, why are you on the internet? Why are you doing this? Are you doing this to drum up business for your own services and products that you have? Maybe you have a physical business. Or are you on here because you are going to sell affiliate products? You're looking for ways to make money on the internet? One of the greatest things that pieces of advice I can give you is please give your readers value and give your authentic opinion and authentic stories. People think that they don't have much to offer, and everybody has something unique about them to offer other people, and other people are looking for what you have. And I don't mean that just in products, I also mean that in your perspective and in your wisdom. People connect with you, they hear you. Somebody else said it, but they hear you. They hear it through your voice. So I don't care if you're on here just because you've decided I'm just going to try this out and you're going to blog about gardening, which, by the way, is a huge topic on the internet. And in actuality, you could become an affiliate for gardening products and gardening books, and you could make money doing it that way. Maybe you like to fix cars. So if that's something you like to do, you have your own unique perspective about that. Maybe you're just going to tell your story about getting on the internet and blogging and your daily story, and you have a unique, important story. You really do. So here's the one thing I really want to talk about. If you're on the internet because you're going to be an affiliate and you're going to sell services or a program or you're going to sell a Kalatu, please don't blog about buy my stuff. Okay, that is the biggest mistake people make. People don't connect with that, and people don't really ever buy your stuff anyways. They more buy you. They buy your authenticity. They buy your truthfulness. That's who they buy, even though there's a product that comes with that. So I hope that makes sense to you. So how do you find things to blog about? Well, I mean, there's a couple of different ways. Let me show you here. Let me go in the first way. And if you're on Facebook, go to your home page and come right over here and go to trending. If you're really lost for something, this is what's trending on Facebook at each moment. The Grammys, I think that was yesterday. So you can get in here and you can, if you click this, it's now going to show you a whole bunch of stories about the Grammys. So go read some of those. Go see what other people blogged about and maybe you watched the Grammys, give your opinion on the Grammys or what have you. Or then there's always some kind of world news going on. There's just current news. You can find ways to blog like that. If you join the 21-day blogging challenge, you get to come in to a private Facebook group. And in here, people post their blogs, what they're blogging about. So you could go in there and you could click on somebody's article, go to their blog post, and read about what they're blogging about. Now, please don't copy what they're blogging. Don't copy their headline. Don't grab their article and copy it. That's called plagiarism, okay? So you don't really want to do that. But you get ideas when you see other people's topics. You go, oh, I know about that, and I could write about it in this way, or I know about that, or that reminds me of that. And if you have come on in and joined us in Kalatu, and I'm in here in my back office of Kalatu, Kalatu has a special plugin that was designed just for it. So, as far as I know, nobody else in the industry has this that's going to help you along the way. And that's this over here called the 21 Day Blogging Challenge. Now, you don't have, these are templates. You don't have to use them to belong to that 21 Day Blogging Challenge in Facebook. Okay, one has got nothing really to do with the other. This is just a way to get in and start creating a post. It tells me I'm on day 2. Each time it has a tutorial and some information. So that's one of the greatest things about Kalatu. I showed you the other day, there's tutorials all over in here on how to do certain things in here. It just takes you by the hand and leads you all the way. And so does this. When I click create a new post, it's going to ask me questions. And when I answer these, and here it even gives me ideas, okay? When you're going to, this is something about a template about like different hacks that you've gotten to reach a specific goal. So it tells you, check out these websites for ideas. So I'm not going to do that right now. Now, I've actually never used them. I've been blogging on Kalatu now for a while. I got in an early beta. I've actually never used those templates, but I quickly did one right before we got on here. And it just asked me a few questions, and it asked me to go get 2 YouTube videos, which I did about personal development, and it made this headline for me. You'll understand all of that when you're in there. And I just put in, I'll show you. I just went to YouTube, and when I found the video, I grabbed this. When it asks for the link, that's what it means, is this here. And I put it in. As you saw, it asks questions along. And it brought me, and it did this for me. It did this for me. It even made these larger fonts, darker. It formatted it, put the videos in, and it made a blog post for me. So that is new to this industry. I've never seen anywhere else that did it, and it definitely helps you get over that hump of writer's block. Here's another one. This again is exclusive to Kalatu. Give me an idea. You click this, and it asks you a question. Share a resource that you found useful, like a website or a book, or a favorite recipe, craft site for family time. If you say, awesome, I'll write about this, it comes up calling it share a resource. You don't have to call it that. And then you go in and you might maybe say, give me an idea again. Here's an interview. If you don't want to write about that, say, give me another idea. How to know you're on the right path. Influences in your life. Because you might not even end up writing about that specific thing here. That might set something off. So it jogs your memory. It jogs some information that you have in your brain there, right? And also if you're looking for a headline, give me a headline. So enter the topic you want to blog about. I blog a lot about personal development. Get my headline ideas. Are you making this critical personal development mistake? Now, if you want that, you say perfect and it'll put it up. But you might just go, oh, that's kind of it. And then you get an idea. Or give me another headline. Can you really succeed with personal development? I don't know how much, but you see what it's doing here? How I use personal development to create my dream life. I could absolutely write on that without a problem. These are all ideas these are plugins that are not in normal WordPress. This is Kalatu specific. The 21 Day Blog Challenge, the heading, the give me an idea. I also don't know if I showed you this. the other day, but Language Chooser, you get to write in all these languages. So if German is a language that your audience is, there it is. Put it in German. You also can have more than one author. Carol and I are both authors on here. So who's writing this post? And we talked a little bit about all of this other stuff. There's lots of different ways to get ideas to write blog posts. One of the things I always do is I always have a notebook with me. Because you're off somewhere and all of a sudden a thought comes in your head. And tell me if this hasn't happened to you. I get this idea. I think that's great. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to write about that. I'm going to remember it. And then I get home. Oh, yeah, I did this. Now I'm home. Here's what I remember. I remember that I was going to remember about what I was going to write about, but I don't remember what that was. So that happens to you once or twice, and you say, the heck with that, I'm writing this down. Or use your phone and record an idea. Sometimes it's just a word you need, and it jogs your memory back, and you're like, oh yeah, that's what I want to write about. The greatest thing with what we call the 21-day blog challenge, which is free to join, you don't need to have Kalato to do that. You are seeing what other people are writing about. You're in a community of people that are blogging every day for 21 days. And you can join it as we're in it already. It doesn't matter if you get in there late. You can do catch up. You don't have to do one a day. Some of you don't have enough time to do one a day. Maybe what you want to do is take a Saturday or a Sunday and take a 2-hour block of time and just write out 5 or 6 or 7 blog posts. And in WordPress, as Kalato, because realize Kalato sits on WordPress, you can set that so that they go out on the days they're supposed to. You don't even have to go that day and set them. You can set it to publish on this day, on February 10th and 11th and 12th, or whenever. So it's not that you have to sit down every single day. You can gather your thoughts, and you can do maybe a series of posts and put them right out there. So don't think you don't have a message. You have an extremely important message. Think about what people like you, or people that have interests like you, are searching for. Think about what you've searched for. You've sat down at Google and you've searched for things. Think about what people search for, and you'll come up with ideas. The next post I'm going to show you, it won't matter whether you're on Kalato or not. I'm going to show you how to set up a post. The most readable form, extremely important, that you make your post readable for people. And your English teacher will be mad. I promise you that. So stay with me. Bookmark my site. Come and visit me. Share this, like this. Let your friends know about it. And I'll see you on the next one.